and welcome to a very spontaneous video that we decided to film about 10 minutes ago. This is the very catchy titled video called Luke and Connie's Top 38 Films of 2015 that they watched in 2015. Wow. That are 2015 releases. So basically these are films that we've seen in the year of 2015 that was released in the year of 2015. Now me personally, I will still be doing a top 20 or 30 or 50 of 2015 probably in February or March. What I like to do usually every year is kind of catch up in January, February leading up to the Oscars and watch all the films I hadn't seen that were released later in the year and I didn't get to see in the cinema, stuff like that, documentaries, foreign films. So this isn't my final list, but it is everything that I saw in 2015 and Connie and ranked. And I have, I think, 40 odd films that I've seen, and Connie has 37.
Yeah, that I can remember.
I said 38. I said 38 at the beginning. I meant 37.
Yeah.
And I also have a pretty bad allergy attack going on right now, so I apologise in advance for me sniffling and also putting the tissue up to my face. But I don't know. It's
better than what's going to happen if you don't put it up.
Yeah.
I guess.
And I felt like not making this video because of that, but let's just do it. It sounds like fun.
Well, let's just say first, though, this is the top of what we liked.
Yeah, I always do.
Like our favorite.
Yeah.
Like,
I always.
It's not top, like, this is the best
movie.
movie.
Of course, yeah.
So this is just an opinion, like, what I would like to watch again and again and again. Or what I would not want to watch, like, anytime soon. That's
all I ever do. I never do, like, the top best. I do my favourites.
Yeah. Some of the best movies of last year, like, best, like, well-made and direction and everything like that, is pretty far down on my list.
Yeah.
But just because I don't really feel like watching it again, it's not like a favourite of mine. Yes. But I do still respect that it's a great movie, so don't hate me.
It's alright. No one's judging. No one's judging except for you.
You're gonna judge me.
You know you are watching. You right there. Yeah, right.
You just fed a troll.
I just fed a troll. Yeah, right. So.
Alright, let's go. You have more movies. So
right, I have more movies. She wants to know what I put at the bottom, basically. Yeah. Right at the very bottom, Trainwreck. Ted 2, Home, which wasn't a bad movie, it was just so unmemorable to me, and just didn't seem like, it just felt like it was trying to be too, anyway, we're not going to go into depth on these. Jupiter Ascending, I admired the originality and the fact that they went all out for it, but it just didn't really work. American Sniper, a lot of it for me it just didn't click. It was well made and everything, but ultimately personal issues with that. Pitch Perfect 2, I gave it a 6. I enjoyed it. It just wasn't, brilliant. Minions, again. I enjoyed Minions. It didn't have that extra something for me. And the Poltergeist remake, which was a decent watch, but nothing special. Oh, and Insidious Chapter 3.
I thought you really liked the Minions movie.
No, when you said after you watched...
it was great.
No, I didn't say it was great. I said it was really good. It was just, I was expecting more from what people said. I'd definitely watch it again. It just, So that was, yeah. Let's go on with this.
I'm waiting for the face.
Our cat is licking her asshole, and as usual, we're looking at her doing it because she sometimes pulls a really funny face with her mouth hanging.
Afterwards, yeah, we don't like watching it when she's doing it.
No. Right, go on. This has turned into one of these 24-hour movie marathons that just goes on and on.
Something really inappropriate. We should edit it out.
Well, you're the one who was looking and stopped the whole video to look at her. Right.
So 37. What do you have?
Me 37. Aloha. Cameron Crowe movie.
Really?
Yeah.
You said it was good.
Huh?
You recommended it to me.
Yeah, it's 37. I gave it a 7 out of 10. What?
Oh, right. Okay. Well, my bottom, complete bottom, which is 37, is American Sniper.
American Sniper. Yeah,
I mean, want to watch that again.
No, for me, this from 37 onwards, it doesn't really. It's not like bad.
Yeah.
Now, Aloha, I could talk about it for ages. It isn't a very good film. It's all over the place, but there are things about it I really liked, especially the ending, which is fantastic. Number 36, Jurassic World, which I have a lot of problems with, and you'll all know that, but I still think it's a really entertaining film. So
It Follows is my number 36. I just didn't like it at all.
Yeah, this is where it's going to be weird because this is like a little bit into my list, and it's at the bottom of yours.
Yeah, and
so it doesn't really match up.
With Jurassic World for you.
Yeah, right. Number 35, Foxcatcher, very good film. Just didn't, just didn't hit that upper echelon for me.
Wow. I think I put that far up because of you. But yeah, my next one is Magic Mike. So that one beats It Follows. Because I was so disappointed in It Follows. Magic Mike, like, it's a horrible movie. But I'm a girl. What are you gonna say? You know? I'll watch it again. Not in front of you.
Number 34, Insurgent.
Oh, okay.
Enjoyed that one a lot.
Mine is Ted 2.
Ted 2. Number 33, Man Up, which is a romantic comedy with Simon Pegg. It was quite good. I enjoyed that one.
Jupiter Ascending.
Jupiter Ascending.
It's pretty low.
Yeah. Number 30.
This is my lowest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 32, The Duff.
Insurgent.
Insurgent. Oh, that's
I
quite
really,
close.
I really liked Insurgent.
Yeah.
You know what? I take that back.
What?
Insurgent and the next one will swap places. Insurgent will be above it.
Okay.
Definitely.
This is going to get confusing, so we'll just... Right, number 31, The Good Dinosaur, Pixar's latest.
Whoa! I thought that would be higher for you.
No,
Chappie.
Chappie
is switching with Insurgent. I didn't really enjoy that much.
Okay. Number 30, The Walk. Very conflicted about that film, but overall it was very good.
Insidious.
Insidious, Chapter 3, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the one that came out, right?
Number 29, Carol, which is a drama film that it's got a lot of hype. I really enjoyed it, but it didn't go beyond like an 8 out of 10 for me. You know, it's a very, very good film, just not like brilliant, you know.
Fast and Furious 7. The only thing that I really can remember is the ending, which made me cry.
Okay.
Other than that, it's not really that memorable for me. Except for the fighting scene with that, UFC fighter. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. Number 28, Still Alice, another drama film.
Not seen it. Unfriended.
Unfriended.
Because it was original. I was skeptical about it, but the more I think about it, the more like, oh, here you go. It was interesting.
Yeah.
I'd watch it again.
I think we're starting to get on an even playing field now.
Yeah.
Number 27, Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect too.
Because I love singing stuff. I thought it was entertaining.
Yeah, it's a good film. Number 26, San Andreas.
Home.
Home, okay.
About the same level as yours, I think, actually.
Okay.
Because this is like my bottom 10 or something.
Alright. Number 25, Unfriended. For me, I agree with what you said. Original, really enjoyed it.
The Walk.
The Walk, cool.
Because it was better than the other ones.
Well, that's the way it is.
But it's not as good as the other ones above that again. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it anytime soon. But it really, really, really picked up in the ending.
Yeah.
It's actually moving.
24, Terminator Genesis. Got a lot of hate, but I loved it. I loved it. It was brilliant.
Wow, that far down, huh?
Oh, I still loved it.
Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland, okay, cool.
I really enjoyed it though, mind.
Yeah. Number 23, The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2.
Huh. Mine 23 is also Mockingjay Part 2.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like amazing, but it was really, really, really good.
Yeah, but it's not the favourite of the other 3, 4. How many?
4 films, yeah. Number 22, Everest. Very good film.
Haven't seen it, but it will probably make it pretty high up.
Yeah, I think you'll really like that one. Yeah, it's great.
Mine is Foxcatcher.
Foxcatcher.
I think I want to swap places with that one and Mockingjay Part 2.
Yeah, I can see it.
Because
it has great. Foxcatcher has fantastic performances.
That's why I rated it up.
It just
because
dragged
again, I
for
was
me.
thinking it's a really great movie, but I don't want to watch it like in the next 5 years. I think.
Definitely not. Same. I'm same.
But it was great. It was really well done, and we don't like the Magic Mike dude, but he did good.
Oh yeah, no, he was great in that. But though, I mean, it's just one of those films that, again, exactly as you said, it's not one I call a favourite, you know.
It'll go down, but I think I just rated it up because it was a great movie.
Right. 21, Maggie.
Really?
Yeah.
Trainwreck.
Trainwreck.
I loved it.
Fair enough.
It's just the next few movies I really, really, really enjoyed. Okay. Like, I'm up on 9.5 and stuff now.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So, well, Trainwreck is 9.
Trainwreck is 9!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Well, hey, you didn't react when I said 9.5.
Yeah, but I didn't put the pieces together. Trainwreck, a 9.
I really, really enjoyed it.
It
was so funny.
It was enjoyable to watch, but ultimately
it
was just...
I might rate it down a little bit now, so I don't lose face.
No, I mean, it's not about losing faith. You enjoy what you enjoy.
Number 20.
Number 20, Tomorrowland. I loved that. It was just great.
Yeah.
Great film.
The Wolfpack.
The Wolfpack, nice.
Great documentary. You'll probably go on about it when it hits your list.
Very good documentary. Number 19, Furious 7, or Fast and Furious 7.
Wow.
For me, I put it so high because of the ending. the ending was just such a great. I think I said it was like.
You don't have to sit through 2 hours of a movie before you get to an ending that's great.
No, I just enjoy those films. You know,
How many points
they're not
the
even
ending gets?
they're not even a guilty pleasure because they're just so enjoyable to watch. You know, they're over
What
the
did
top.
you rate
That 8.5,
Oh,
and I stand by that because I guess the film overall I'd give maybe a 7. But it gets an extra 1.5 because that ending was just so beautifully done. Just
Yeah,
I mean,
there you
it
go.
wasn't just a
It
tribute;
really
it
jumped
went
out.
beyond, and it was just really special. And I have to give it credit for that because for me, sitting in the cinema and feeling that kind of emotion.
I gave mine an 8, so
Yeah.
there you go. It's just I have a shorter list than you. So
Did you say your number 19?
The Duff.
The Duff, okay. Which is really good.
I remember really, really loving it, but I can't remember that much of it right now.
I'd
So if
definitely
I
watch it again.
Yeah,
Definitely want to
I
watch
want
it
to
again.
watch it again soon, like maybe this year.
Alright. 18, Ant-Man.
The Theory of Everything.
Cool.
Amazing movie, great performance. I love the story and everything. It's just, I don't want to watch it anytime soon again. That's the only reason why it's a little bit low.
Number 17, It Follows. I could definitely see why you didn't like it, but for me, I really enjoyed it.
It's not about what you think.
Huh?
I'm so disappointed. They said it was like, oh, it's the greatest horror movie ever. I was so excited to watch it. Me and your mom watch it, and we're like, I don't get it. Great cinematography though, I'll give it that. My 17 is Ex Machina.
Okay.
Machina.
Yeah, I thought it was Ex Machina, but I was listening to a podcast with Donald Gleason. He keeps saying Machina.
Oh, so one person says it.
No, I've heard it elsewhere as well. But I mean, this is a guy who was the lead character of the. Well, it's Ghibli.
Well, it is Ghibli,
Yeah.
but people say Ghibli and they accept it.
I'm assuming Machina is a word and that's how you pronounce it. But anyway, yeah.
But yeah, that was great.
That was your number 17th.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 16 for me is Cheppy. Loved that film. I know you didn't like it very much, but I just.
It's just so annoying to me. It was well done.
I can really see how it would annoy people though, for sure.
Oh, it pissed me off.
With those two. Yeah. Anyway.
South Africans going.
The South African.
So
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Like accent. It's just too special for me in that movie because of the
two people. It's a band, isn't it? Some Die and so I don't know what it's called. But there's these two people.
The Antwood or something.
There you go. Right. So Die. Whatever. Yeah, and they're very outlandish personalities, and so it's not.
Chappie was so annoying.
It's not the fact that they're South African at all.
They
I
were
think.
fine.
It's
it was Chappie.
Chappie, really?
My
Okay.
God, cut the cord.
Right.
What a baby!
Right,
seriously.
moving on.
Alright, mine is Kingsman: The Secret Service.
That's your.
I absolutely love that movie. It was great. I can't wait to watch it again.
That's your 16th, yeah.
Yeah,
Kingsman.
It was great. I really watched it again.
I really enjoyed it. I just felt like at points it went a bit over the top. Like I think I've talked about it before.
Yeah,
but,
and there was one part of it that I just completely fucking hated.
yeah.
But that was one part. The rest was great.
It used the kind of device of having a really like song that doesn't fit, like a really kind of upbeat song going with something really violent, which is a really cool thing to do. But they did it like once too many for me. I was like, yeah, we're doing it.
Oh yeah.
I just thought,
I forgot about that.
Right, number 15 for me is Ex Machina. Great film, loved it.
Mine is Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible, yeah.
It's pretty high up.
Number 14, The Wolf Pack. Great documentary. Just look it up, and yeah, I'll talk more about it in my my proper top whatever I'm going to do later on. What's your number 14?
Mine is Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Mainly
Cool.
because I only thought it had been going on for half an hour and 2 hours were gone.
Yeah, when it ended, you were like, "That's it, that's it."
Yeah, because I said the end because it would be a good ending. But no, come on, we still have we have stuff to watch.
Yeah.
But no, and it was a great performance, and I was really into it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's well done.
Number 13, Southpaw.
But I don't want to watch it again anytime soon. It was just I really loved it. Yeah, Southpaw. Okay. 13 is Birdman for me.
Cool.
Really? I thought you. Oh, you're gonna hate it when you hear.
I don't mind. I don't mind that you don't love films as much as me. It's just it is what it is. Number 12, The Martian. Brilliant sci-fi. Loved it.
Minions.
Minions. Cool.
Oh, come on! I just love animation, and they're so funny.
No, I can see it.
People
It's...
hate them, but I love
Yeah, I know.
I've seen it 3 or 4 times already, and I watched it for the first time under a month ago.
I don't get the hate for Minions at all. It's cool, and there's always stuff like that knocking around. So. Like
it's
there was
been a long
such
time.
there was so much hate for the Minions. Like in the summer, they're like, oh, it's everywhere. Oh, it's everywhere.
Well,
It's like,
yeah, because it is everywhere.
it's
But
the movie
Frozen,
business. Get over it, you know.
Frozen is still everywhere.
Yeah.
And Star Wars is absolutely everywhere.
Well, people complain about that as well.
Cool.
Number 11, Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation.
Wow.
It's half a point off being a 10 for me. I just loved it so much. Everything about it. It just wasn't. It was your typical big action spy blockbuster, but it wasn't at the same time. Like I loved how. Well, actually, no, I'm going to because I might spoil something. But yeah, loved it.
Maggie.
It
was a different zombie apocalypse movie,
Yeah.
and Schwarzenegger was amazing in it. I've never seen him play that kind of role before.
Yeah.
And the cinematography.
It's like.
Seriously, it's so beautiful. Every freaking shot in that movie is perfect. And it made me want to start, filming movies because I really liked it. And the acting was good too, but the story and the filming, great. I loved it.
It was like, whoa, Arnold Schwarzenegger showing restraint, you know?
I know!
There's no in the film. It's, he's very...
No, he was down to earth and very serene.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. And it's like, a zombie end of the world kind of situation, but it's like put in a very intimate, small setting in a way. Number 10, we're getting to top 10 now. And again, this will change. I can see a few of these coming out maybe, but...
yeah, I'm going to change mine eventually, I think.
Yeah. Again, it's always that thing where like films come out at the end of December or the beginning of January, and then there's films that you can't go and see every film at the cinema. You just can't afford to. And there are smaller films. Like I don't think you really like going to see drama films in the cinema. You're more of a kind of like if it's a big blockbuster kind of thing. And I understand that. So
that's because it costs money.
Obviously, yeah.
A lot of money.
But it's also, I mean, you can't see everything.
£10 here.
Yeah, so you can't see everything, and so I always like to do my final list a couple of months into the next year kind of thing. So it will change, but for now, number 10 for me...
we didn't put Mad Max in.
Huh?
Mad Max, isn't that a 2015 movie?
You didn't put it in, did you?
You didn't say it.
I did say it.
No, you didn't.
I specifically remember saying 15 minutes ago, Mad Max Fury Road, and I saw you typing... Anyway, in at number 10, Mad Max Fury Road.
What?
So you haven't got it in there. It's fine. Look.
I wrote everything you said.
Alright, we'll just...
Damn it! But that's pretty far down the line anyways.
We'll just give you thoughts on it and then we can move on. Okay, well I loved it. It was a brilliant action film. Nothing more to say. I've done a whole review on it so you can check that out if you want. What's your number 10?
All I can think about is contrast when I...
Your number 10?
I just want to put it somewhere. I'll probably put Mad Max around 20... 20.
It doesn't matter.
20. It will be 20.
Alright, 20.
There you go.
Number 10. What's your number 10?
Number 10 is The Good Dinosaur.
The Good Dinosaur. Okay.
I love Pixar. I end up, it's like a baby for me. I can't like vote it down.
I was going to say that.
Whoa.
I was going to say The Theory of the Dinosaur then. No, The Good Dinosaur.
Brilliant. It was great. Well, it wasn't brilliant, but it was pretty good.
It took a while to get into, and the story
I
is...
thought you loved it from the beginning.
No, I didn't say that.
It got great once it started.
The, I don't know, it was just, overall it was... I loved it, but I just thought that I don't know, it just felt a bit routine.
I honestly thought you would top 10 it.
No, and because I heard of the troubled production, it took them years to do it. They had like John Lithgow in the film, and then they took him out, and then they got other actors in. They changed the director. Another guy came in to direct it. It felt like that. It felt like there wasn't a singular vision for it, and so it felt a little paint by the numbers. But I still loved it. The animation was great. When it's just the dinosaur and the kid on its own, awesome stuff. And the ending tore my fucking heart out. I mean, it's just like, oh. So I give him credit for that, but I don't think it's one of Pixar's strongest.
The one thing that bugged me the most was the contrast between the dinosaurs, the characters and the scenery, because the scenery was amazingly realistic,
like photorealistic to a point.
And we didn't even see like such a great quality either, but I could tell like seeing this in HD will blow my mind. But I kind of feel like it was cartoon on top of a picture, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because they were too cartoonish, and it was like, I don't even know, like, how do you render that background? I just felt like
it felt like they were like, okay, let's make the most like realistic environment we can possible, and then the characters, well, we'll just make them simple, I'm sure
because they need to be animated so much.
I'm sure that wasn't the mindset, but that's what it felt like with the contrast between the two styles. Anyway,
even the water, everything looked amazing. And the story, of course, it needed an intro, but I thought it was a little bit slow in the beginning, and then it really picked up, and it had a great ending.
Yeah.
Like it was a good journey. It was exactly what a story should be.
And we'll talk about that probably in a future series. Remember?
Fine.
Yeah. Number 9, The Theory of Everything. Great film. Just loved it. 9.5 out of me. Huh? Ant-Man. Cool.
Mainly because it's such a different category, but it's because I just watched it again, and so obviously I watched it twice in a month, and it's just funny, and I love the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah. Speaking of Marvel, number 8, Avengers: Age of Ultron, which again I will say it, I rate it 10 out of 10. Is it a perfect film? No, but I mean films aren't perfect, and I just love everything about it. Like it's just such a just larger than life and funny and enjoyable and it's just a blast to watch. One of those films that just flies by. I've seen it I think 3 times this year because we went to see it in the on the PS cinema.
I think I've seen it 3 times too.
Yeah, and I saw it again with audio commentary as well. So that's it. Your number 8.
The Martian.
The Martian, cool.
I love that kind of stuff.
It is great.
And it was a different kind of movie, and I admire when people can hold a movie like that almost completely alone.
Oh, Matt Damon.
He was playing by himself all the time, and it was a realistic way of what would happen, like what could happen in the future as well.
Yeah, it felt
because they are going to Mars, but how he could it was just a great movie, really. Some things that I made, like what my brother said, how was that something there? But overall, definite top 10.
Cool. Number 7 for me, Steve Jobs, which we only watched a couple of days ago. I just thought it was just impeccably done. The writing was fantastic. It felt like a written movie. That's the only thing I could criticize, but it's also something I enjoy because I enjoy just watching kind of almost like an idealized version of people having conversations. Like there's a bit towards the end where his daughter, she gives him a proper lashing. She just says, well, blah, 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 and she tells him exactly what she thinks of him. And it's like, people don't really talk like that with that much eloquence. You can tell how written it is, but at the same time, I like watching films that are like that, if they're done that well.
Yeah, but she was really smart. So,
she was, I know, but...
and they talk like that.
It just felt a bit too written, but I think that's a good thing for me. If it's done so well, I just enjoy... Because, again, I looked into the facts of it after the fact, and there was a lot of things that had been... put in for dramatic effect and all that kind of thing.
Who should have written it?
Who?
The people that made Before Sunrise and stuff, because that does not feel written.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
time.
If you had Richard Linklater writing that, it would be a whole different thing. But I loved how I don't know. It was just.
But then the rest probably.
It was just fantastic, and the ending was amazing, even though it never happened. It's just it's fun. It's fun, I think. Your number 7.
The Avengers.
The Avengers, cool.
Yeah, so you have 8.
Yeah, we're pretty close on that one. Number 6, Room.
What?
Room. It's just called Room. Amazing drama film. I highly recommend anyone to check it out.
You wanted me to watch that?
Yeah, Brie Larson is just incredible, and she's just such a great actress. But also the young boy who played her son was brilliant. Very briefly, because I don't know if I'll talk about it again, but I guess I will. But
don't say any spoilers.
No spoilers. No, I mean, all you need to know is that there is a young woman, and her young son who just turns 5 when the film starts, and they live in a room, one room. It has a skylight, a small square skylight, and that is it. And that's all this boy has ever known. From the minute he was born, all he knows is this room. And, it's just...
Where's the toilet?
There's a toilet in the room. There's a bath in the room. It's a very small room. I mean, it's just... And it just gets so... where is this going, And it's just... And then when things twist and you find out little things about it, it's like,
Is there a door for her to go out and
there's
get something to eat?
There's a door, but... a guy comes in and gives her stuff.
Oh.
But it's very... The mystery kind of... I don't want to give away anything about it. But someone brings her food and brings her very limited supplies, and that's it. And they can't go out. Anyway, that was my number 6.
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World.
Come
Fair
on,
enough.
I love Jurassic
Fair enough.
Park. And I loved it. Come on, dinosaurs. People. Sure, I don't really love
Dinosaurs,
that guy.
yes, people know that. I just thought the characters were just not that great, and I've talked about it before, so I'm not going to go into it. But I still thought it was a really entertaining film.
I haven't talked about it that much before.
Go for it.
It was great. I thought even the CGI was really great, and though maybe all the characters weren't amazing, I loved Blue. The dinosaurs were great, for freak's sake. Seriously, I really loved it, and I've watched it twice after the cinema, I think, and I am actually looking forward to watching it again.
I've seen it 3 times as well, funnily enough.
Well, there you go.
Because I went to see it in the cinema just to see it, and then I took my brother to see it, and then I watched it with my mum about 2 weeks ago, and I fell asleep in the middle of it. But to be fair, we also watched Jurassic Park, and I fell asleep in the middle of that as well, so I'm not saying that it put me to sleep, but yeah, what are we on? Number 5
now.
Alright, top 5. Number 5. I really hope you'll watch this one day, but I just can't see you ever even... Anyway, The Tale of the Princess Kaguya. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it is a Studio Ghibli film directed by Isao Takahata, who is an incredible animation director. It's probably going to be his last film. I think he's in his 80s now. Oh, such an amazing film that is animated in very basic style. Like, there's parts of the film where it just looks like scribbles almost. I mean, not that much, but I mean, it's just, I mean, you'll see the character and maybe some trees, and then the rest of the screen is just white. You know, and I thought to myself, I'm not going to be able to concentrate on a film that's 2 hours long that looks like this, but it just was, it was a masterpiece, so that's all I can say about it. You're number 5.
San Andreas.
San Andreas. Yeah, I suppose that is like
looking at my screen.
I didn't look once.
Okay, good.
I can't see from this angle anyway, but
I love
fair
that.
enough, fair enough.
I love natural disaster movies.
Yeah, me too.
They're some of my absolute favourites. And
I'm with
I
you
can
on
watch
that.
them all, like, all over.
I don't know why. It's weird, isn't it, to enjoy watching the world get destroyed.
Yeah, like alien invasions and zombie apocalypse.
Independence Day, Armageddon.
Why do we love watching
I don't
the
know,
world go under?
2012, The Day After Tomorrow. I love The Day After Tomorrow.
Maybe it's because it brings people together in the end.
No, I just love seeing the destruction.
Well, yeah, it's just when
I just want more.
It's when they're in the chopper, or maybe he's alone or something, and then you see like the whole ground move like that, and I'm just like, that could actually happen. It's actually what I love about natural disaster movies is the fact that it could happen. How it terrifies me, but at the same time it amazes me, and it's so fascinating to me. Like, we don't have tornadoes. Yeah, we don't have tornadoes here, and I don't know why, but I would love to just see one, because it's like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
you shouldn't see it. That's probably what it is. You shouldn't see it, and so it's intriguing to me. But yeah, and I actually thought The Rock was great. The other actors and actresses in it were great as well. The story was good. It wasn't, sure, it was cliche, but it wasn't too cliche for me. It wasn't like, oh, of course, you know? And it had the right amount of drama in it, and the right amount of humor in it, and a lot of action, and it kept you going, you know, come on, like that. It was great. I've already seen it twice, I think.
I've just remembered that I said earlier that I rated Furious 7 8.5. I'm gonna knock it down to 8. So I just remember the moment where The Rock is like, he just flexes his arm and his broken arm cast explodes, and then he's like, Daddy's got to go to work. I'm taking a half point off.
What? That's not San Andreas.
No, in Furious 7. Fast and Furious 7. I'm just saying, I'm going back, I'm taking half a point off for the moment where The Rock in a broken arm cast just flexes his arm and it just explodes, and he's like...
I've forgotten about that.
I just remembered thinking about The Rock.
I'm going to put it up one now.
And I agree with San Andreas, because that is a film where, like Jurassic World, lots of big stuff going on, but the characters were actually interesting and believable and all that kind of stuff. And actually I was listening to a podcast with Daniel Radcliffe, and he was saying, I fucking loved San Andreas. And he's like, I know people think it's just a big cheese fest.
When did Horns come out?
Horns came out 2014.
Oh, okay.
Right, so...
4.
Number 4, Whiplash.
Terminator Genesis.
Cool. I like that you liked it that much.
I loved it.
Again,
I want to watch it again. I've already watched it again, but I want to watch it again.
There's a few missteps there, but it didn't need to be made, I don't think. But the fact that it does, why not? It's fun.
I loved it. That's what it is. Like, sure, it's not the greatest movie of the year, like far away from the greatest.
Yeah.
But it was so entertaining.
That's what you got to judge it on.
That's why it was great for me. And of course, I'm not gonna like say anything bad about the acting either. You know, Arnold still got it. I think he did better in Maggie though.
Yeah, of course.
A lot better.
Yeah.
Like, I think he did a better Terminator in the 80s
Oh yeah,
than
definitely.
he did now as well. I don't know why, but I think he's just been acting too much, and maybe it's because he didn't have much acting experience in the 80s. It was easier for him to be a robot, but now he's like, oh, maybe I do have some emotion. And then he was... Sure, then again, he'd been with her for so long. But I loved it. It was great.
Old, not obsolete.
Yes.
Number 3. Birdman 4? You do Birdman 4? Yeah, Birdman. Loved it. Brilliant.
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens? Cool.
Don't hate me.
Like, what were you expecting? It's fine.
This is coming from someone who's not like a dying fan like you know? It's like... It's the third.
That's fine, honestly. You don't need to
absolutely
back away.
Loved it. It has a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
All the top 5 has 10 out of 10. San Andreas, Terminator, Force Awakens.
I know what your number 2 and 10. Yeah, I know what your number 2 and 1 are.
Of course you know.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy that your number 2 is my number 2.
No,
because I just saw your screen.
Oh, you just saw my screen?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't mean to.
Huh, okay, well...
Anyways, but...
I guess wrong.
Okay. I'm sure Luke will go on about it, but I want to say my opinion. It was great. It was a perfect
Force Awakens
sequel. Yeah. It leaves you thinking like, oh, what's really going on here, you know? And it had like shocking moments, and it had funny moments, it had sad moments, it had a great amount of action. The action just keeps on coming, doesn't it? It was great. I absolutely loved it, and I cannot wait to see it again. If tickets were as cheap here as they are over in Wales, I would have seen it probably 2 more times already as well.
Yeah.
Like you have.
I'm a full-timer, so...
Yeah.
Number...
What was your number 3?
Number 3 is Birdman.
Alright, 2.
Number 2, Inside Out.
Yes.
And
amazing Pixar movie.
Yeah, I think it's their best film.
I think it might be as well, but I did love Up as well.
Yeah.
Just that one scene in Up that makes that go up so high. But Inside Out, seriously, like, just it's so brilliant. It's a brilliant movie.
It is.
And it's great for all ages. Again, Pixar does it, you know. It's just good for everyone, you know. It's not a kids movie. It's an everyone movie.
Yeah.
And they're really stepping it up in the animation and how things look and stuff. Obviously, the scenery and The Good Dinosaur is a lot more realistic and mind-blowing than what it is in Inside Out, but it's just like 2 completely different layouts and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was great, and I don't know how many times I've seen it already. I think I'm up to 5 or 6.
Oh, really? Jesus.
Yeah, because I keep putting it on before I go to sleep. I have it in the background while I drink coffee in the morning. And I put it on as inspiration before I start doing schoolwork and stuff sometimes. So yeah, it's definite number 2.
I haven't announced it or anything. I think I've told a few people. I should have put it in my channel trailer. I just completely forgot about it. But this year, you'll see a series from us, which will be 20 years of Pixar, which would have been better to release last year, but we haven't finished it yet. So we've already filmed a review for Inside Out, the day we saw it. So you can hear us gushing about it probably at some point in the future. But we need to get back on that, and we're going to watch all the Pixar films.
I keep asking, but you know.
We haven't asked at all this year.
It's been 2 days.
We're up to everything. I think we're up to
number 1.
We're up to Monsters Inc. I think, but
no, we're but we started watching Nemo.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. So we'll get to that, and it'll be us talking about Pixar films from start to finish.
Number 1.
Number 1 for me, of course, is Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Of course. You would be a bad Star Wars fan if you didn't put it on number 1.
Yeah, it's not even that though. I think I'll say this now. What do I think is the best film of 2015? Inside Out. I still think it's the best film. Like, if we're looking at like best film, because I just think it has such an important message that's told so subtly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which, again, you'll hear about in the review, but I just think it's just so fucking good. That I put it over Birdman. You know.
The ending as well.
Huh? Yeah, the end scene. I mean, it's just such a great emotional film, and I think it's more of an adult's film, really. But the kids can still enjoy it, and then they'll find more meaning to it later on. But yeah, Inside Out is the best film that I've seen from 2015 so far. But The Force Awakens just edges it because of the personal stuff, you know. I sat down in the cinema and it was like 20 years just melted away pretty much. And yeah, it was just an emotional experience, and then outside of that it was just a great action film.
You don't have to cry.
I have to cry. It's okay, I'm over it now. I'm over it now.
Cried every time you watch it. It's a reference to space.
Right, space reference, yeah, right. So I don't need to say anything about Star Wars, you've heard it all, so your number one is
Whiplash.
Yes, I'm surprised, but fair enough.
I am a little bit surprised too, but once I watched it, I was just amazed by it. It's not a movie I want to watch as many times as Inside Out, so I'm kind of like I would probably want to watch Force Awakens more times than Whiplash as well. But it's just, well, one, I love music. Two, the acting is amazing. The storytelling, the acting is amazing. The fact that he plays the drums so many times himself. Whoa, that's what we saw in the Somethingpedia, right? That he learned how to play the drums.
I think so, yeah.
Or
it's been
he
a long
already
time.
knew because he's
been ages since we saw it, but it's still
playing the drums for years, since he was a kid or something. And it's just how he just freaking doesn't give up, does he? He wants to do this no matter what it costs him. Like, he almost loses his hands. And it's just like the backstory of him as well. And again, I'm kind of like, I feel kind of like I'm going back on what I just said earlier.
Okay.
Because it's one of the greatest movies of last year to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it is my top favorite, because Inside Out and Force Awakens is really, like, they're just there, you know?
Yeah.
They're really level, so it's really hard for me to pick a favorite. And again, like you said, maybe Inside Out is the favorite. But it's just that it's so... The fact that it's so well done.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the acting, like, animations can't act.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's more real to me. And that's probably why it does it. And it kind of
fine.
hits home in a way as well.
It's not like you putting over Inside Out like invalidates Inside Out in any way. It's just a list, you know. So it's for fun. Well, don't think like that. Just think that there's been loads of great films we watched last year, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And also, for anyone who might point this out, obviously Birdman and Whiplash came out in 2014, I think, in America. But it was one of those things where it was like, you know, limited release in December, and then it comes out in Europe in early 2015. So that's why.
So to us, it's 2015.
Yeah, I always go by the European release date, if anything. So there you go. Like we watched Creed tonight. Creed was awesome, but it doesn't come out until January in Europe, so it's not 2015 film. You know.
It would be pretty far up there if it was.
It would be pretty far up there. It was great. Anyway, that was it. Right? I thought we could get this done in.
Where would you place it?
I don't think we. I thought we could do this in like 10-15 minutes, but I guess not. But
really, 10 or 15 minutes.
I was hoping we could rattle through.
That would be 6 movies every 1 minute.
Yeah, well, we didn't. I didn't think we could even stop and talk about them. But there you go.
Of course we did. Where did you put Mad Max again?
Mad Max is number 10.
Why?
Because it was great. It was just...
No, seriously, brilliant. Why? What was great about it?
What was great about it? Action-packed, it got your adrenaline pumping. It was just, like, so impressive to see all this stuff going on, and it was real, and they did it for real, and it was just like a throw... Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. That's...
It looked like CGI hell.
No, that's the big thing about it, is that most of it wasn't CGI, and they spent fucking so many years making it, and doing all these impressive stunts, and all that kind of thing. Honestly, that's one of the big things that people love about it, is it harkens back to that like 80s aesthetic of seeing a big action film that is all real and all there. I mean, there's some things that were cut with digital,
Acid.
But... Huh?
That's what I'm thinking about. Acid.
I loved the villain. I loved, you know, Tom Hardy was the only thing for me that I was like a bit, because his accent jumps all over the place. I liked his, again, I talked about it before, I liked his physical performance, like the way he carried himself. But Charlize Theron, who steals the show as Furiosa, she's such a great badass like female lead who just, it's her movie really. It should be called Furiosa Fury Road, because she's pretty much the main character. Great. She has the story arc, whereas Max is just there for the ride. So
I mean,
it's interesting. But
she could be Rey, you know.
Yeah.
Almost.
Furiosa is Luke Skywalker's daughter. You heard it here first. What? What?
What do you mean she's his daughter?
Well, you know, the theory that Rey's Luke's daughter, which isn't a spoiler in any sense because it's just a
Is it
theory.
not?
No, it's not a spoiler. It's a theory. It's a theory, and anyone who's seen the film can judge for themselves. And right, let's just get off that now. We've been going for over 40 minutes. Thank you for watching. It was good.
I'm not saying Mad Max was bad. I just didn't really like it.
It was fun.
But it's impressive that they did everything. I have to say, I just have to, you know, defend myself.
Actually, while we're here, got the Steelbook today. It was 60% off. So
Yeah, and it's one of those movies that I don't want to watch anytime soon.
Right, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. It was fun doing a video with you. We don't do them that much.
I've never done a top anything.
Yeah, I was surprised. I
have a top 10.
I was typing mine up and kind of was like, okay, I'll do that, and then we just kind of decided to make the video. So there we go.
Proud of myself.
That is it. I'm proud of you too.
Thank you.
And see you. I guess you'll see me and Connie in a video together with either the Pixar series or the next 24-hour movie marathon, or before that. Well, who knows? Yeah, that's it. Goodbye.
Can't wait for the 24-hour movie marathon. Okay, bye.
So you might say he's a really nice guy, really, but if fucking don't cut shit with me. He says he's really cool, but I think he's a tool.
Look up to the camera. That's right. I look completely. That's not a lot. Not. I think that's a lot better. A lot better. Okay. So you got 38,
7.
37.
You're not gonna tell me what the ones below that are?
What, mine?
Yeah.
Do you want to know?
Yeah. I want to know what your bottoms are because I'm sure there are some of my tops.
Should I tell you now or on camera? What do you reckon?
On camera, sure.
Oh, it's been filming for 48 seconds. Fuck me, that shows you how out of it I am. Right.
Blah, blah, blah.